Hey, Slate, Drama King in the building, Jazzy Bell TV in the building, Straight Stunt Magazine in the building. Okay, we got a special guest in the building, long awaited. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got to do no grandiose introduction because the nigga put his work in already. We got.
And you say New York City.
50 Cent is in the building.
There we go.
Up.
Queens, what up?
Everything good. You know, the first thing I do is I get in there, I go, okay, where the book at? I get the book. This shit always get me confused, too. I don't know what I'm doing.
Selection.
It is. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. This is the wonderful world. Look at this, man. Anything you thought, if you didn't actually see it before in person, you know, you gotta just get a little close up so you can see it. Yeah, some of this shit I just be wanting to poke to just submit. Let me see if it moves.
Taste the authenticity.
Yeah,
test it. I mean, test it.
No, you said it right. Taste it.
Oh, okay. Damn. Let's go.
I might have to figure that out right there. Some kind of fabric on the bodies, something like that. No, not scratch and sniff because everybody ain't smelling good. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, right? That's Emilio's thing lately. Can you peep that with him? They're a little freaky deaky over there.
Yo, we'll see. What's this new shit with you? We're not gonna start new things. We're not gonna start new things.
Who is this, Kay? How did she get to do both?
Well,
what's it? Look at this. Was it Dreamy Robinson?
Yeah.
It must be popping. We got in the middle of the
Atlanta.
book.
Yeah. Straight Stunt covered that. I mean, yo, 50. You know, we like to bring out new, people.
I see
we've been
it,
doing that. You understand what I'm saying? New talent. After
and
a while,
it's chocolate too. We need to put that on.
Yeah,
the big
I love
joint.
chocolate. You know
we need that on the big screen.
I can't.
Shout out to Dreamy Robinson. You understand what I'm saying? You know how we do, man. You got to bring out the new talent.
So official.
You know? New talent.
That's so official.
So,
why go through the motions? I mean, people sit there and they look. I don't give a fuck if you bought it, baby. It looked good. I'm glad you got it.
If you're gonna hustle it, if you're in the game, if you're hustling, cool. Just have the game plan. So if 30 years go by and it start falling apart,
oh Lord,
damn.
You understand what I'm saying?
Then you stack your bread up.
I'm not even sure I want to talk to you 30 years from now. Shit get crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shit get fucked up.
We be in stage 3, phase 3, right? We supposed to be doing real big and better things by then. If we still doing the same thing, you know what I mean? You got to question yourself.
That's a fucked up hustle.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When you know something good, my nigga, you might want to pay one of them visits for old time's sake, nigga.
Oh, you already know? I don't even care. I'm a different kind. I'm a whole different breed. I mean, like Floyd. Floyd's a different level. Super trick. Super trick status. That's how you do it. The biggest, the baddest.
I mean, everybody do what they do. They're gonna do it the best.
Yeah, he gonna do the best. Well, you know, that's what you tell your mother. Your mother say, "I don't know exactly what you want to be. Whatever you be the best at it." And Floyd got the crown at that right now.
So you tricking. You just not the best.
I just not a super trick.
Okay.
But I thought y'all was back cool again. For a second.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, just look right now. If he was right here, he'd be like, "Oh no." He'll look at the book and go, "Ooh." He go, "You know, Five. You know, I will spend a fortune. I don't give a motherfuck about it." Like, you know what I'm saying? He's saying that's what we get it. You got to get it. You got to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
He just got a different concept of. Look, she thinks she's tricking. He thinks he's stunting. You feel me, Gay? Like, it's from a different perspective. He don't care. He just want what he want, and he gonna get it. You know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
It's a different way of approach. Me, now I got a different concept. I'm a cool motherfucker, man. I think she's supposed to get it to me.
Okay.
Just because
you 50 Cent.
Nah, just because I'm a cool motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? The 50 Cent thing will work for some people. You know what I'm saying? But when you get in there, like, I think your confidence is the coolest trait to possess, right?
Of course.
True.
And when you feel that way about yourself, then we become as attractive as attractive women. You know, and she look and kind of be like, you know, it's obvious that there's things there that would be attractive about you when you're able to successfully maneuver, do business and things like that. And you know, that's stability is attractive, right?
Definitely.
So women appreciate it.
Exude that confidence, guys.
If you can't G it without celebrity, then
you shot. You should
exactly.
We know who you were before this shit happened.
Exactly. Dirty nigga.
Yeah, we know who you were.
Tearing the porcelain up off the tub, man. You know, 888 Safe 05 Street Super Radio. So look, let's jump into a record off of Animal Ambition. Then we're going to come back and build with you. We're going to talk about the project. We're going to talk about a couple of things going on.
All right, well, we're going to get into this joint right here. It's called Chase the Paper. It's off Animal Ambition. Oh, no, this is Twisted right here. We're going to get into Twisted. Let's do it. That's a good one.
88 Shade 45, Street Sweeper Radio, DJ K, Slate, Drama King in the building, Jazzy Bell TV in the building.
What up, what up?
50 Cent is in the motherfucking building.
Yeah, man.
Okay? So name of that joint is Twisted?
Yep, that joint right there, it's a toast to success. We're celebrating a little bit.
Okay, that's
you know
what's
what
up.
I mean? Like, because the theme of the album was prosperity, I tried to think of all the different ways that I could actually write, what different perspectives I could write it from. So,
Okay.
and that one, it's the deal went the right way.
Okay.
You know, and we actually celebrating and the things that we would want to do in that time frame. That was the thought process with that one. I did another joint that I felt like was it was the World Cup, the NFL Super Bowl, it's the NBA playoffs. It's that point where the physical discipline the professional athlete has to place themselves under is actually paying off that night. It's the winner's circle. You know, so it's the professional fight too. Actually, that's the way I shot the music video. It's me and Ryan Martin. He's a young fighter under SMS Promotions.
Okay.
So I had to shoot both of us in order to create that energy for it. But that guy on the floor in the video is really the guy who fought that night. The kid hungry, man.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. So, the project Animal Ambition, where did you get the title from?
Yeah, what I was doing was thinking of a new way and a new version. It is a different process for me now. You know, like I have to have a concept for the record in order to start writing and have things come out the way I needed to. Like in the past, I could just walk in and just do it, but then now it feels a little unbalanced because I got a life that people are aware of, and then the life that they're not behind the scenes, the business opportunities and ventures that they see. They only see the marketing promotion part. They don't actually see what we're doing, the things that we're not involved in from a promotional perspective. You know?
So who else we got featured on that project, Fib?
Oh man, I did. You know, I got that Irregular Heartbeat. Me and Jadakiss on the joint. Me, Jadakiss, and Kid. And then I did Chase the Paper with Prodigy and Kid and Styles was on the joint. And that was because I went to Yonkers to get the record. Like I went to him, I said, "Nah, don't send it. I don't want it.
As you should.
Want it online. I'm gonna come out there."
Yeah.
And when I came and I played the music, and Styles was like, "Yo, I like that joint." You know what I'm saying? Like he was into it, and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Want it? And get on it." You know what I'm saying? Like I gave to him because I let him jump on the joint because even the concept for the music video made sense. Like it was the only time you would have seen the energy that you see from the bikes and stuff like that in the early stages would have been Rough Riders.
True.
You know, so even bike culture was represented by their brand in the portion of in the early hip hop. You know what I mean? So now it made sense for him to be in the video too, like image wise. It just felt like it was my opportunity to make a Rough Riders joint.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
So how many how many tracks is on the project?
It's 11 cuts and then 3 bonus cuts.
Okay.
And one of the bonus cuts is me and Schoolboy Q.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got some things that I had fun making this one.
What about that joint you played, that record that's going to take you to the Michael Jackson plateau? I know you put that motherfucker on there, you held it.
No, I held it. That's all.
Yo,
that's Immortal.
This motherfucker has this
What is
record.
it, Kay?
I can't, come on now, I'm not.
I know.
We talk about Animal Ambition right now.
Yeah.
I'll just make it. If it was on there, then I was going, but another story for another day.
Yeah, they'll feel different. They'll understand that this was something I needed to do before releasing Street King Immortal because, like, what gets in the way a lot of times is they'll look, and the success really is a block for them. Like, they'll look and they'll go, well, you rich so you're not hungry.
Exactly.
You're rich so you don't actually, you can't write the same thing. Mm-hmm. When interesting enough, I spent the larger portion of my time without money than with money. And when you actually make it somewhere, you'll find a significance in how far you've made it. Mm-hmm. And you start to think about, look, like how it was versus where you at now, how hard you worked to get here. Like, if you don't see a consistency in me actually being out, relevant, and at work, then even on the release week, you'll see this album will come out June 3rd, June 7th. I got a television show premiering on the Stars Network that I worked on 2 years ago.
Okay.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like, it's finally actually coming on, but it's been 2 years in process for me to get it to where it's at right now.
So you've been working.
Yeah, I've been doing that. And it's like, a lot of times, I'll put myself in a position where, I mean, you would say it's an uncomfortable position to be somewhere where you're not all the way informed. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times artists are not prone to being in a confused state, or like in a state where you don't actually know everything in your surroundings. And, you know, and I'm not afraid of that. I'll get in there and I'll learn the information that I need. Mm-hmm. Like, I made it my business to read contracts that I didn't understand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Until the actual language in the contracts becomes so comfortable because I've figured out what they meant. Mm-hmm. Those terminologies that the lawyers are using at different points. And now I understand all of it. Mm-hmm. You know, so now it just makes people don't like to be under uncomfortable situations, but the learning process, the learning curve is an uncomfortable situation. It's going to be when you find yourself not knowing everything.
Right. Real talk.
Yeah.
And even being able to recognize when in the contract they tell you what's 3 + 4, you go 7, and then wait 2 pages later to ask you what's 5 + 2.
Yeah.
To try to get you to trip. Like, they ask you the same shit with different language, trying to get you to slip up. Now here you done cost yourself a couple of fucking $1,000.
Because you're not paying attention now. You're going to let it fly.
88 Shape 05 Street Sweeper Radio. 50 Cent is in the building. He live. What's the next joint we going to jump into, Fifth?
Man, let's get into Chase the Paper right quick right here. This is joint right here featuring Prodigy. We're going to get into the street now. Let's do it, K.
Let's go. 05 Street Sweeper Radio. K Slade, Drama King in the building. Jazzy Bell TV in the building. 50 Cent is in the motherfucking building. Okay.
What's
so
up?
Now, 50, I'm about to ask you a question the world wants to know.
All right.
Is it any way possible? Because in time, they'll ever see another G Unit album.
I don't know. Like, you know, I think if they get focused and get out to work, I mean, we get together. Like, I love them like my younger brothers too.
Exactly.
Like, we traveled. We've been around each other. We did a lot. Like, they all made millions of dollars. Like, I wouldn't say, nah, I'm the only guy that ain't gonna actually do it. I would write with them and work with them. I want to see them do as well as they can actually do. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like they're underachievers. I feel like they could have did more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a possibility for them to get out there and do it still. It's just with the kind of momentum they had on their own, like you talking about a group that doesn't have anyone that didn't sell 1 million records in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the people I don't like from that portion of it, like Game's record sold 5 million records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's the timing that they actually released, because it was like, well, Banks did 3 million.
Yeah.
The actual G-Unit album sold 3 million copies, and then they actually went to do the solo projects immediately after. What happens is I anticipated success, to be honest, not at so much success at that point, because, you know, how many black artists sell 13 million records?
True.
You gotta have a double CD called Eyes on Me and get killed.
Wow.
Tupac. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only one we could point to got a diamond.
Yeah.
So to do it back to back, it's a lot. And then the momentum there, the artists associated, the people that's there, I put them out so fast that everyone identified with who everybody was. Like, D12 still people can't actually give me everybody's name. You know what I mean? St. Lunatics too, because they spent 2 full terms with the head guy of that crew having hugely successful projects. Like, Nelly was selling 7 million records. So while he's doing that, Nelly's homeboys.
Yeah.
On the stage. And then the next album comes because they want that next album. They don't want the group album. Like, they didn't want the G-Unit record. They wanted the Massacre. You know what I mean? Because the collective album, the group album, could have shifted my popularity. And we sold less records because we did that instead of coming back with that solo.
Exactly.
You know, so they didn't want to risk that. Like, and it just, I made it I was like, no, I got to get them on. You know, and
then while the fire's burning.
Yeah, and then it got everybody off and running. They'll go, even when they don't see them, these guys' houses is like 1.3 and $2 million. Easy. You know what I mean? So that their level, their broke is I can't go spend a few $100,000 right now.
But they not hungry.
Around. They not hungry at all. Like, what?
The team is not starving, you guys.
Like, you know, the guys that they would put in competition at the moment haven't sold 1 million records one time.
Right.
So they haven't seen that check once.
Now, I want to see it happen. I want to hear it happen. That's me. You understand? I'm speaking out for the culture. Yeah. I'm a fan of the shit too. You understand what I'm saying?
I think it'd be something interesting, like, because I never guided every song. Mm-hmm. On the junior records, I always let them do things and take the highlights from everything that they did to build it, like to put the record together and go, yo, so this is it right here. Like TOS was one of my favorite joints like that because everybody contributed to it being what it was. You know what I mean? Like it was no. This is how some of the artists went rap first instead of me rapping first. When at that point it's obvious that I'm the person they would want to hear. Rap first. It's easier for the DJ to play the record when my voice comes on. It's no difference between Wayne and a Young Money joint.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always set up for them to be under or outshadowed.
But it's a double-edged sword because sometimes if the lead artist goes first, after that niggas want to cut it. You got some sucker DJs, they're gonna cut the joint.
They want to get it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So
it's just set up that way.
Yeah, it's just set up that way. You understand?
And you got different talents. You got different skill sets. You know what I'm saying? Like my life is the backdrop for the themes to G-Unit music. Mm-hmm. And then you got like Banks. There was a point I told Banks. I said, yo, what you should do? Yo, you should rap for the girls. He was mad as a motherfucker. He was like, what? Like, why you say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't understand it. But like that's what Fabulous does.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what like I think that they do that better than a lot of the other artists that are there. You know what I'm saying? So they, at that angle, when he like, you was in Lamar all summer, it's easy work for him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where his head is at. You know what I mean? Like, and I like that from them. I don't like when they actually start getting really like aggressive. It doesn't impact the same because it doesn't register to me from their personalities. It's like we're all different. We would all have different roles if we were just in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, I would like it if one of them was 50 Cent, and I could have just handled the business.
Wow, that's deep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and I just did that part. Like, you didn't have to run around and be the star of the show at the same time. I could have if Yayo was 50 Cent, I would have really run the shit. Really run it.
So do you feel comfortable, like more behind the scenes now with you starting off, 2002 with the whole Get Rich or Die Trying, and now the 50 Cent now? Do you feel like you want to be that guy wearing the suits and a tie and an executive hat?
Well, yeah, but I'm more prepared for it. I'm prepared for it, and I have a comfort in places where I wasn't that comfortable.
Right.
50 Cent can never be behind the scenes. It's too late.
No, he's going to always be 50 Cent.
For certain people, it's too fucking late.
Right?
Like,
of
you
course.
understand what I'm saying? Like, even Mike Tyson, right? Even with him, it's no such thing as behind the scenes.
Right.
So Mike is special.
Nothing.
When you think about people as champions, because you brought it up, right? I don't care who they are. Like, Mike Tyson means something to the culture is different because in the period that Mike was a champion, there was a point that he convinced us that there was no man on earth that could beat him. And that's the difference between that and you maneuvering, because we see the best fighter in the world pick who they fight. At this point, we see him go, oh, no, I don't want to fight that guy. Why? That undefeated shit is gone. The undefeated shit is gone if you get in there with the wrong one, champ. You know what I mean? Like we understand.
Is that another stab? No,
it's not a stab. It's the reality.
It's the truth.
It's the truth, man. Like, you don't say it like it's there. Like with Mike, I couldn't see anyone that I go, man. Like, you would sign the contract to fight him, and your moms would be like, you did it.
It's a fact.
Are they gonna pay you? How much they gonna pay you?
He didn't have to fight Buster Douglas, who he took that for. He didn't have to do that fight.
Yeah, they go, don't worry about it.
Didn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Your mom would give you that moment, like, well, don't worry about it, baby. You're gonna be all right.
As long as they got ambulance at ringside.
Hell yeah, that nigga gonna kill you. Get the ambulance, everybody ready. Let's make this shit over quick, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
888-SHADE-45, Street Sweeper Radio, 50 Cent in the building. What's the next joint we gonna hit, Biff? Let's get another joint on.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the pilot. I feel like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I be feeling like I got on some fly shit.
Pilot.
And I said, I'm like a pilot.
45 Street Sweeper Radio, K Slate, John McKing in the building, Jazzy Bell TV in the building.
Jim.
My nigga 50 Cent is in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Animal Ambition. Okay.
Sounding hot.
I mean, you out here, you swinging, you coming out swinging.
I'm feeling good, man.
How you feeling right now? What's the vibe like?
I mean, I think the people see the consistency again, you know, with the music coming back with consecutive joints every week. You know, I know they got a low attention span, our audience, as far as the hip-hop audience is concerned. So I need to give them something where they can actually heat up to me and know that I'll show the consistency during Street King Immortal. That's what this project is about for me. So on the week of the release, June 3rd, this album I hit the street, and during that week I'll be announcing the street date for Street King Immortal.
Okay. So this is just like the good advertising.
Yeah, it was done as a full album. Like I wrote it like a record, so I presented it that way. But I needed it to happen in order to get to the part. Like I was saying, when you got people that have a block, they're not hearing things correctly because of success that they want for themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, okay, so the guy that's in our culture right now, that the biggest restraint is a financial restraint. Coming out of low income situations. I'm talking about myself prior to success. You know what I mean? And he's writing the highest level of living or the flyest things that he would have or what he would get. At different points, he's utilizing his personal preference and taste and things that he know that are out there. Like he'll have a Rolls Royce rave in the actual verse, but he ain't got one in the yard yet.
Yeah.
You know, and it's because we aspire to have and live life on the highest level. It's the reason why this project is so relevant, is because it's about prosperity and moving to the next level and being ambitious and different, and there's positive things about our culture that people don't actually focus on.
Mm-hmm, of course.
But if it's okay for the guy who doesn't have it to write that he actually has the money. So when I say things that relate to where I'm at right now, it's already been said. Because the guy that doesn't have money is rapping about where I'm at financially.
Fucking great point.
Then what do I actually write?
Great fucking point.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's all there. Like they cover that pretty much, because they look and say, well, what would I actually get? Like, you know, people spend their money before they get it. Like,
hell yeah.
And now you got it, Fifth.
Yeah, so it's cool.
There's two more questions I want to ask you. One, at this point, why you feel you even want to rap? Like, you don't have, like, everybody goes, 50 don't even have to. Why do you? Like, tell the world. Like, I know a passion is a passion, but I want to know from your point of view, why do you even care?
I love it. You know what I mean? And the little things, the simple things that I actually do are more effective than when I take time and do something complex. Like when I say I love you like a fat kid loves cake, or go shorty, it's your birthday. It's that simple. The more complex things that I said, it went over their head and didn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? And that feels like magic to me, Kay. Like for me to spend 30 or 45 minutes in the studio writing, and then to create something that the world embraces and enjoys at different points. Where you see, when you have a song that comes on at 1 o'clock in the morning in a nightclub, you know which one I'm talking about. It's the one where the whole place shakes.
Mm.
When you feel that feeling, it's a high connected to it that I don't think you can match it with a Molly. I don't think you can match it with a drug. Like, I watch you when you rolling. When they rolling on the joint, it don't look like what that feel like to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, now that ain't it. Can't get that there. I got to go write another one.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? You may not receive the same compensation because you can't have the success I've had in the past with the sales on these records now. Like, it's impossible for you to sell 13 million records.
And not when they can buy one record, the singles and shit like that. Yeah.
But if I make that song that makes you feel, that provokes you or actually makes somebody want to actually do something with themselves, right? then I feel like I did something, right? That's why this whole project is about prosperity. Join the winner circle, man. Come on. There's room for more winners to be here. Like, and our culture is stronger than it was when I actually came. The touring, I've opened markets. I've been, like right now, even in Africa, in Abuja, where, you know, they kidnap these girls and stuff like that. I've traveled touring there. I've been to Wari, Africa. Places that Shell just been ran out by the rebels. You know what I'm saying? They say 50 breaks the Wari jinx. Because I'm there the day after. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a bank job. I'm there for about 30 minutes, about 500,000.
No, I'll never forget the time I seen y'all niggas going, I mean, when it was on, I seen y'all niggas on that going to Iraq.
Yeah.
Banks had the look on his face like, why I follow this 50 Cent
I
nigga?
want to do it.
Yo, that shit was so funny when I seen it. These niggas is in one of them army helicopters.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I looked at you, I said, this nigga, they out of here. I said, their brains is fried.
Oh,
because the
Lord.
nigga couldn't pay me nothing.
Look,
I
got a chance to look
Animal ambition.
at M's project, right? That Marshall Mathers LPK, and he had all the flags around it. And I said, I want that. Now I know I got to go door to door to get it. M do it from the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because he means that much to our culture. Check this out. We wouldn't have grown as fast as we've grown as an art form without someone that people look at and see themselves. Look at who's actually buying the music.
True.
You see what I'm saying? There's people out there that go, yo, you know, you ask them who they, I like hip hop music. Who? Eminem. Immediately, straight to Eminem. Like, you know, like they're not sure if they like anything else but Eminem. Because that's where they see themselves fitting into
the culture.
Our culture.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And then I appreciate it. I love him. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves on some levels because he really is that good. Literally, if you put him face to face with these guys that you think are no joke, yeah, he'll give him an ass whooping. Kind of ass whooping and ain't ready for it.
He'll crack
What
him.
about you? Do you feel you get the credit that you deserve when it comes to the culture and hip hop and what you?
You know what happens? Look. Because of the aggression in my material, because I wrote things that really relate to what I was experiencing, it's more aggressive than what they've seen in the past. Okay, like this is why it actually impacted. Like think about it, like while I'm putting together Get Rich or Die Trying, while I'm saying the things that I'm saying, everybody's still available. Everybody's still on the street, involved. All parties involved. This is why it wasn't a whole lot of love from New York City artists for me because they already had a relationship with an artist that sold more records than me. They couldn't just go, it didn't make good business sense for them. They was like, let's stick with the relationship we got with the guy that actually sells records already before we go kicking it and building a new relationship with this guy because we like the way he sounds. You know what I'm saying? And then when things shift and the tables turn, I go, man, I kind of got an anti-approachable vibe. Like, don't you come over here.
50 was at one point.
I remember you.
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes that's the stance you got to take in this game, man. Like, don't forget, especially when a lot of people didn't realize after a while. I say about 2003.
What?
The rap game was the street game.
Yeah.
All the players and the even niggas OGs or whatever from behind the scenes is in the game. So it was the same element except for it wasn't drugs being pushed. It was music.
It shifted because. Look, I remember a specific, like growing up, the guys that hustled around me, had more money than rappers. They had more money off the corners. The corners was making millions of dollars. So, like that rope chain that you seen on LL neck, he's seen it on the hustlers' necks before they actually got it. You know what I'm saying? They had those in Harlem 10 times before the actual artists started to have these things, and then it evolved.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now it changed where the actual artist is there to do these different things and making good money. You know what I'm saying? And the major corporations understand why. Look at it. Everything I do business-wise was considered a crossover if you ask EPMD. It was the crossover. You wasn't supposed to connect yourself to no major corporation and be doing anything other than being an artist. The art form was enough at that point. Like, what did you want?
Real talk.
You know what I mean? And T-shirts. Yeah, I only did that because I already had a bad boy vibe, and who's gonna tell me what to do? You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I want to do.
Supposed to do everything that you want to do and get what you can get while you can get it. Case in point. 888-845 Street Sweeper Radio. Renee giving me the high five. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent, I want to thank you for coming through, but there's one more question I'm going to hit you with.
All right.
Let's
I
go.
think everybody wants to know, because I see what Shy Money, 50. My nigga,
Yeah.
what's going on?
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Y'all niggas started like it came into the way like certain things. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to see.
Now look.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, check this out. If I actually come somewhere and they go, oh, Shamani, yeah, and then you go, oh yeah, and then I go, when I get off the radio, I go, yo, where you go? Where you at? I said, oh, I jet it. What you mean you jet it? You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, well, so okay. So he did. Like, I put the Flash Gordon joint up.
yeah, my nigga.
Like, what you running? You know what they do? They know this. Check this out, okay? You ever heard the phrase, my enemies' enemies are my friends?
My enemies.
Okay, because I had issues with Preem, Bags and Troy, and it was a cool place for me to have a conversation. You see what I'm saying? So when I see people gravitate to people that have negative energy towards me, then I feel they want to like. I feel they have something in common, that common ground of that negative thought on me. Like, and I don't understand. I don't even have a specific, I don't have a thing that I could point to why you would actually be running out of a place like I'm looking for you. Or avoiding seeing me. But I'll assume that you've done something that's making you run out of the place when I don't know what's going on.
You attempt to reach out to him, or you like, fuck that? I ain't reaching out.
I had to get on the phone with him at some points, but I haven't spoken to him in a while either. See,
Okay.
See, whenever people are in an excellent position in their life and really earning a lot, and they're not doing the same thing as they used to, because they're not earning the same amounts as they actually used to in those periods. When they're not, they kind of look for someone to blame. Now you know that they'll look and go, whoever's still in that space did that to me, so you like cut me out the deal, or you can feel those feelings at some point. But in all reality, I never beat nobody out of nothing. I got a reputation for maybe I don't have a problem with the altercation. You say you want a problem, I say no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a character trait of mine. But where I'm from, we meet aggression with aggression. You want to bump, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be a bad outcome. That's it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you've never heard anyone say I didn't pay him. I actually have a reputation for doing things that more than they should have actually received. You see what I'm saying? Like, even the G-Unit deal, the reason why I had to be dropped from Interscope is because their contractual agreements said that they were due $750,000 in advance for that next project.
Oh, so they ain't want to run that.
Right. Why pay that when you know you can go get Gold All in My Grill for $60,000? You know, like that new guy that comes out, catch that record that's happening and pay $60,000, get him in advance, and he gonna keep going. And you're gonna keep winning like that. Like they would earn the same money from that caliber artist that's coming. You know, like nowadays there's no artist development case, so you're gonna get a lot of one records. Like a lot of guys come show up with one record and then they're gone because they ain't been bumped around enough. You know what I'm saying? I came 97, Glow of Love, me and Jam After J. And then it took to 2003 before I'm actually ready. I did the first record that UGK did with a New York City artist, with Bun. I did As the World Turns with them in 98. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't because I was strategically thinking of how can I sell records to the South. It's because I like them. You see what I'm saying? I just like their style. I like the artist. So I'm like, yo, I got to get them on the record with me. This is why Pimp C will always look and go, oh, man, they said they're going to do this and do that when they see him. And then he jumped off the stage, walked right in front of them fools. Ain't nobody move.
88.5 Street Sweeper Radio. 50 Cent, Animal Ambition, June 3rd. Make sure y'all pick that up. Again, thank you for coming through. Renee, I got you, my nigga. I see your face. I got you. I know there's more interviews and things man got to do. What are we going to ride out to? What's the ride out to?
We'll get into that irregular heartbeat. You know how I see you, then you're scared.
Thanks for coming through.
Start running out the joint.